Hey, what's up, fam? I was absolutely not planning on doing any videos during my uh, Christmas vacation, let's just call it that, while I'm off visiting family, but I had to get everything set up on my computer this morning after watching that new Black Clover episode. Oh my god, like I said, I woke up real quick because I wanted to watch it. It was like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, the video's up. And I knew it was going to be good from some reliable sources like Yonka Productions, who's been a pretty well, like, dude on the inside of a lot of Shonen Jump stuff. I don't know how, but I don't question it. He seems to know things before they happen. And he talked about how hyped this episode was going to be, like how much animation stuff was on it. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll just, if I wake up, 20 minutes is just going to be 20 minutes and I can go back to sleep. It's vacation time. I can go back to sleep and sleep for another 10 hours if I felt like it. And then that 20 minutes turned into a good hour and a half of just talking to people about the episode because, oh my god, it was fantastic. Everything about the episode had me very excited. Everything was just super surreal, super nice to look at. Visually, it was just a true spectacle. Like, it starts out, and it has multiple different animation styles in it, but nothing that made it look bad. I've seen people complain. I don't know what they're complaining about, because like the fluidity of the fight was really good. The music was really nice, and everything looks so fantastic. And especially when it's something like Black Clover, if you see like their budget, what they've been working with a lot of the time, and you get something like this, it's just like completely glorious. And I'm actually really happy with it. I would like more weekly show. I was gonna say weekly shonen, but just weekly anime in general like this, based off like action and anime battle style stuff. That whenever they get to whenever they do an arc like this, that they kind of work the budget around to make the episodes where they're not doing really anything important, just kind of relaxed and normal, and then just shovel money at like big stuff like this episode, because this was a few page scene in the manga for those who only watch the anime. It's like Asta transforms, he uses his black meteorite, takes out Ladros, and the fight's over. It's a couple pages. This was like 10 minutes of just action and glory, and I'm so happy to see it. It was so much fun. And oh man, if this is what it's gonna be like every time. So it was like this in the first arc. You had the fight with Mars, and it looked a lot better than what they were giving out normally, but not like a ton. And then you had the Yami versus Petri fight, and that was fantastic. I'll just in parentheses, not saying much. And then you had the fight with Vito, and just like them putting large amounts towards the big battles that everyone is really looking forward to when it comes to the arcs. And just this episode, like, holy crap, it was just amazing the entire time. You had like the weird trippy part at the start where it was like he was going through this like pastel like vision in his head, and then talking to the creature within the grimoire, going through all that, and then just getting back up, and just that cool blackened sky and like blue glow while in that crater like scene was so intense. And just the entire fight itself, like all the big energy beams and blasts and flying around and clashing, just Asta looking like intense. My favorite part of it is definitely when Ladder shoots the beam and you see Asta following into it, and just the anti-magic, like that big black stream continuously homing in on Ladros's like fiery orange beam stream that he's leaving behind. And just the way that looked as it slowly eating away at it was just so intense. Like, I really liked what it looked like in the manga, because it's like he's cutting into the beam, and it's just like him going through it. It actually kind of reminded me of in the Cooler movie, when Cooler kind of pretty much swims up through Goku's Kamehameha and then comes out of it and then punches him so hard that he like comes out of Super Saiyan. Just the way that was, it reminded me of that, where Asa's just piercing through the beam and just splitting it as he's approaching Ladros, and then uses the black meteorite attack and just defeats him, and that's the end of the fight. And it was so intense. Like, obviously that wasn't the whole episode. We got some stuff after that, but geez, that was so intense. And it was really cool just this whole arc in general in both the anime and the manga, because, you know, you had Ladros show up, and you thought Ladros was going to be a mid-boss, and Fawn was going to be the main boss, and then Ladros takes over, and you think he's going to be the main boss, and then here comes the Witch Queen, and now she is the actual arc boss, and how she's like incorporating Asta into her, you know, her whole plan was really cool, and just so many things tied together in both story and action wise with this episode. It was completely fantastic. I hope they keep quality up in the next episode. I don't expect anything like this for a while, but oh man, this was intense. Like, this was really good. The next arc is also good, but I won't spoil it. And then the arc after that one, I hope that they do like stuff like this a lot, because I know that the budget probably went up after the year, because the anime got, I believe, 4th in highest selling anime within the year. Like, the manga, I was like upset that it didn't get it, even in the top 10 selling manga of the year. Though the sales more than doubled, which is cool, but the anime did really well. I mean, that's why they're why they're able to do a higher budget like this. So this was awesome. Oh, I 100 out of 10. Like, this was an A+ episode for me. Everything about this was done fantastically. I really liked it. I think the fan base of the anime is going to increase drastically after an episode like this. And I really just, after this, I don't expect the anime only fans to ever humor the idea of Asta versus Deku, who would win. Like, after this, it's like, yeah, it's really obvious that Asta would completely just shred Deku to pieces. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Tell me in the comments what you thought about it. Did you like it as much? I've seen some people dislike it. I don't know why. It looked crazy. Like, all the different styles of animation they did. It was just, I loved it. It made me so happy. But anyway, like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Check out my other videos. And appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.